Greetings and hallucinations.
Greetings and hallucination. Oh, okay.
Live mic, just so you know.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll make sure I don't say anything incriminating. Had a lovely, anyway, had a lovely afternoon with one Alex Byers.
Oh, cool.
That's great.
Did you do like a trade-off with that Kennedy?
No, I was hoping to work with the choirs, but I came on a day when he was doing one-on-one work. So I came for his choir music of the world, and I sat and we made rhythms together, and I kind of participated, told him about SUU and the SUU honor choir. And then I stayed for women's, said hi, told them about the choir. They were doing the same thing, and so I went and delivered a few more posters. But it was good to spend more than 5 minutes. Sometimes he and I, it's like all you can get is 5 minutes.
2 speedboats passing in the night.
That's right.
You can rename the files if you want. I did that. I just added numbers at the beginning. Well, that would throw a spanner in the works, so to speak. Can I help you find something? Who? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Who helped the flowers and planting and stuff. Do you know right now?
I don't. So I could point, but it would be pointless.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm getting audio on the stream apparently. I need to mute that.
So this is the whole flyer listed here, and this is the song we're singing. So that's number 5. This is just maybe double check. That's what it looks like.
It says when you believe from the Prince of Egypt as well. I don't think so. I don't have an audio file for when we believe from the Prince of Egypt.
Andrew's choirs don't. They won't need it. They will have the pianist. I'm streaming to YouTube. It's live.
Oh, it's live?
Yep.
Oh.
It's the logo, but it's
哪一个？这个不需要这个，我们只要放这个就好。不，歌可以 translate 歌在哪里？歌就在 music
Oh, here we go.
songs。对呀，这个会是要 reflection。对，这个是对这个是对一个 English， 还有一个这个 Easy on Me。We're ready for you. 4首歌。4首歌，2首歌，其中2首do we have to first？4、5、6、7、8，所以歌是这样，这是要放歌，对，要放歌就要放歌，对，然后可以的话就是那你就要拉。
no touch.
I'm not going to touch it.
I think that's 2 or 3 people that found out the hard way. That's a touch screen.
They have 4 songs, right?
Yes.
So it will be, so maybe if I
Talk to them, will that go into your machine?
Not once they start playing, because there's a microphone on this camera just until things start happening, so people know there's sound. And as soon as they start playing, I'm going to turn that off, and I'll be getting the microphones from up there. So yes, you can help. You can help them with the lines.
No, that's fine.
I want to clarify that we're having to put up translation.
Translation is
What do you? Oh. Did you just?
Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's our pleasure to welcome everyone to the celebration of 1-year anniversary of the Helen Foster Snow Cultural Center and the Chinese Moon Festival. While we are seeing so many old friends here, we are also happy to meeting our new friends. We hope that more and more people can understand and learn about Helen Foster Snow, who was born in Cedar City and lived in China through World War II. Later, she became a bridge builder between the United States and China. You are welcome to look at those panels and to know more about Helen. There is a hard copy of program on each table. You will see our faculty, students, and local residents will do performance after talks given by President Mindy Benson and Associate Vice President Stephen Allen. Before we move to the next items, let's give a big applause to our event committee members, Skylar, Carrie, Alice, and Nico. Thanks to their hard work behind the scenes. Also, I want to say thank you to a group of Bangladeshi students led by my student worker, Ronek Afza. Now, let me introduce these 4 talented students. They are Cedar High School students. Some of you remember them. They played wonderful performance last year at our opening ceremony. Let's give another big applause to their wonderful performance today. And the middle, two girls in the middle, they are very busy. They are busy with applying for the admission to the university for their next life journey. They are still happy to perform at this special occasion. So we are thankful to them. So we wish everyone here have a joyful evening. And now let's welcome our dear President, Mindy Benson.
Good evening and welcome to Southern Utah University. We are always happy to have you here with us. And it's wonderful to look around and see community members and students and faculty and staff celebrating this amazing occasion of the 1-year anniversary of the Helen Foster Snow Center on our campus and the Chinese Moon Festival. So thank you for joining with us and celebrating. We're happy to have this opportunity. Events like this bring a wonderful opportunity for us to come together and celebrate and promote more cultural understanding and promote different cultures. As you know, Helen Foster Snow was a great example of working across cultures, ideologies, and as Wen said, building bridges and borders to find common ground and to help us find a place where we can celebrate humanity together and gain a deeper appreciation for our differences and actually our similarities. We're more similar than we are different. Helen was a journalist, an author, a humanitarian, and she was twice nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. And as Wen said, she's right here from Cedar City. That's a pretty remarkable history. And people from Cedar City were going international and doing big things clear back then. It's inspiring to think. But Helen Foster Snow can be a great example for us at SUU and within our community to follow. These cultural celebrations are a way to build bridges of understanding and learning. And just like Helen Foster Snow, she can be a beacon and example for us to build those bridges. The lanterns displayed tonight that you see on your tables are part of the Chinese Moon Festival and represent beacons of light that illuminate our path to prosperity and good fortune. I ask that that good fortune shine upon all of us in the work that we do for our campus and in our community. Congratulations to the Helen Foster Snow Center on 1 year, and thank you to Wen and your team and Stephen Allen and all the work that you all do on campus to make this such a wonderful event. Thank you and welcome, and we appreciate you being here with us tonight. Have a great evening.
In order to help all of us have a better understanding of Helen Foster Snow, we prepare 2 very short videos for us to see. 放 Lieutenant 的那个，yeah.
My name is Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson. On April 24th, 2022, Utah Governor Spencer Cox signed a long overdue resolution honoring the life and achievements of Helen Foster Snow. Helen was a woman who broke international, political, and gender barriers. She was born in Cedar City, Utah in 1907, but is beloved and revered in China to this day. She was a journalist, an author, a humanitarian, and a bridge builder. Before World War II, the United States didn't have much of a relationship with or understanding of the political climate in China. Helen's eyewitness account of turbulent war and revolution in the 1930s influenced the United States' perception of China. Her tireless work on behalf of Chinese refugees saved countless lives. The late Senator Orrin Hatch said that Helen Foster Snow's life stands as a reminder that what lies behind the very different political systems of the world are real people whose hearts and minds are not so far apart. Over the past few years, various organizations and individuals in Utah have made a deliberate effort to excavate, dust off, and shine a light on the lives of women of Utah's past who have become forgotten but nevertheless made important contributions to the fabric of our history. I'm excited for this course because it will focus on this one incredible woman and the fascinating and important ways in which she helped to shape our world. I hope Helen's story inspires you to break the barriers that you may face.
In their years as correspondents in China. That's after these messages, so please stay with us. It is now 16 and a half minutes past the hour. And in the mid-1930s, Mao Zedong, Zhou Enlai, Deng Xiaoping, and others were the youthful leaders of a Chinese communist force waging a revolution from a cave area deep inside China. Now, Mao and Zhou had not yet emerged as major historical figures. They weren't doing very well, and they weren't very well known. But Edgar Snow was then an adventurous young correspondent from the United States who spent most of the 1930s in China. He was the first Westerner to meet Mao and the first to write an in-depth report taking the Chinese communists seriously. And Mr. Snow died in 1972. His wife, during those years in China, was Helen Snow, also a journalist and quite a personality, I gotta add. And 5 months ago, she went back to China to make a television documentary retracing the steps of her early years there. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
We're going to see some of that film. We're going to talk about your reminiscences. And before we actually look at the film, in which our first piece is going to show a cave in which Mao Zedong lived in 1936. And before we look at it, can you give us a little background on this cave?
Well, this cave is in a very remote area. It's up near the end of the Great Wall of China, near Inner Mongolia. And actually, no one's ever gone there except 5 people before us this summer. So you see, it isn't a very well-known spot. But when Edgar Snow went there, it had just become the seat of the new communist government. They'd come about 8,000 miles on the Long March. They went to this little area because it was already a communist area.
Uh-huh. And here you are retracing those steps that Edgar took at the site of one of the biggest scoops.
This is Kim Considine, the producer of the television documentary. And we're walking through the cave, and that's the actual red color of it. In the background, you see a bed where Mao Zedong slept. It's made of a mud con, a mud platform. And the only personal thing that Mao Zedong ever owned was a mosquito net. No one else had one. They were very difficult to get. The reason for that was malaria.
I see.
So that isn't on the bed as far as I know, but he did own one. Now I'm looking around at the furniture. It's a very attractive furniture. I love the chair. We can't see the chair, can we?
I don't see it at this moment. What did you love about it? Why?
Well, it's very attractive looking. It's not, see that?
Oh, there.
See how attractive
Yes.
the chair is. Well, that's where Mao Zedong sat. And at this table, Edgar Snow sat with Mao Zedong at night. They always interviewed at night during about 4 months in the summer of 1936. And Mao Zedong told him his personal life story. He never told it to anyone before, and he's never told it since. So it's a great story, and it's in his book, Red Star Over China, which is still read all over the world.
Certainly
And
is.
especially in China. So it's a big classic in China.
And what is that now?
Oh, those are a couple of metal boxes that were brought on the Long March, 8,000 miles. But these are the archives of the Chinese Communist government. That's all they had was in those two boxes.
In other words, those were their filing
These are
cabinets.
filing cabinets.
Oh, my word. What do you most vividly recall about your own conversations with Mao Zedong?
Oh, well, I had the 3 or 4 formal interviews with him, and I also talked to him a few times. Well, the most important thing, I think, was that during that summer, he wrote his magnum opus on contradictions. So when I went there, I brought a long list of questions which I'd made up in Peking before I left for him. And they were so long that when he got it, he said, I think we should do a handbook. And I said, well, that would
He
be
wanted
great.
the two of you to do a handbook?
Yes, because I had all these long lists of questions, and among the questions were things which couldn't be answered. So he said, well, of course, you know, contradictions do exist. They're there, they're necessary. In other words, you didn't answer the question. He said, it's a contradiction. And then he did write this treatise on it, which is very popular among the American people in the 1960s. It's kind of an anarchist idea that there are contradictions, and you proceed to do what you like. You don't become orthodox.
You know, what you and your husband at the time did was so unorthodox. Do you, and in retrospect, I mean, do you know what it was about the two of you that allowed you to get so close to Mao and to the other Chinese officials?
Yes, it's a great mystery. Now, in that cave was the most important scoop that any journalist has ever had that I know of.
That's right.
Just to be able to interview and talk to Mao Zedong, because after that he did not open up to anyone else, except to me a little, not much to me. Well, we had a method. We called it method interviewing. And the Chinese are not accustomed to this, so the first thing you do is break the ice, you see. Now, what I did in China this time is I took a picture of my orange cat with me.
Your orange cat?
Okay. So before I talk to people, I show them a picture of my cat, and that made us friends. It breaks the ice, you know, some kind of a little friendly gesture. And you never ask any confrontational thing at the beginning. Actually, in China, you never have a confrontation because it isn't done there. You never break the surface. So we were very careful about that. And we established with them this kind of a rapport, which is a typical American thing. It's what you do here and what David Hartman does. You have to know how to interview people without frightening them at the beginning, right?
You go very gently.
We did the same thing, only in China it's 100% that way. Very difficult.
You know, one thing that we would like to show to the audience this morning is a photograph which we have of you making a delivery to Deng Xiaoping in Washington last week of a letter, a very special letter. Tell us the story behind that.
Well, and let's see now, this is 43 years ago. I was in the little town of Yan'an. I was doing, I thought I might be a war correspondent. I didn't know what one was, but I thought it was a good chance because there was a war on. So I told Mao Zedong about this, and he wrote a personal letter in his own handwriting. It was addressed to the army at the front. And the deputy of the political department of all Chinese armies at the front was a man named Deng Xiaoping. He wasn't well known then at all, and I had never met him. But my husband had met him the year before and interviewed him. He did say something about him. He said he's a little bit oh my.
That letter was written in 1937?
37, yes.
And it was finally delivered last week. And I'm sorry, we are being delivered of time cues, which says we are out of it.
Okay, another thing, while we are enjoying delicious food and also moon cakes, so we need to know why we need to eat moon cakes, why we need to celebrate moon festival. So after you see this short video, and you will get some ideas.
As the legend goes, in the distant past there was a beautiful woman called Chang'e. Her husband Hou-yi was a brilliant archer. At that time, there were 10 suns in the sky, and the people on Earth were living in the blistering heat. To save the Earth, Hou-yi used his bow and arrow to shoot down 9 of the suns. Hou-yi was respected as the national hero and received an elixir of immortality as a reward for saving the people from the heat of multiple suns. However, the elixir only had enough for one person, and both Chang'e and Hou-yi didn't want to leave each other. But one day, one of Hou-yi's students tried to steal the elixir when he wasn't home. In order to protect the elixir from thieves, Chang'e took the magic elixir of immortality. Then she flew to the moon and became the moon goddess, leaving her husband behind. Alone on Earth, Hou-yi missed his wife so much that he made an offering to the moon and tried to find the shape of Chang'e on the moon. To remember Chang'e, Chinese people worship the moon by eating fruit and moon-shaped desserts called mooncakes. This is the legend of the origin of the Mid-Autumn Festival, which is also called the Moon Festival. Nowadays, the Mid-Autumn Festival, which is also a harvest festival, has become a family holiday like Thanksgiving. Chinese people celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival by having a large dinner with family, worshiping the moon with gifts, traveling, viewing lantern shows, eating various desserts, and flying lanterns to pray for their happiness and the happiness of their families. Search China Highlights Mid-Autumn Festival to get more information.
Once everything's perfect.
Okay, now you know why we celebrate Chinese Moon Festival and eat moon cakes, right? Next, we are so honored to invite Dr. Andrew Briggs and his wife to sing 2 songs for us. Actually, both of them will have a business trip to Salt Lake City and to California tomorrow morning. But they still take this valuable time to come here celebrate with us. Let's give a big applause to them.
There is a child inside my heart tonight. No one can see that child but you. If I hold on to you too tight, you understand. You hold me too.
You are the one who reaches
talk. When I'm afraid, you warm the air. And when I close my eyes to sleep, you are my peace. You are my prayer.
You are my home. You make me strong. And in this world of strangers, I belong to someone. You are all I know. You're all I have. I won't let go. Others may leave, but you will still be there, touching the tears that fill my eyes.
When I am lost, you are my light. You are the love that never dies.
You are my home. You make me strong. And in this world of strangers, I belong to someone. You are all I know. You're all I have. I need you so. I will not walk away from you. I will not let you go.
You're the only home I'll ever know.
You are my home. You make me strong.
And in this world of strangers, I belong to someone.
You are all I know. You're all I have. I need you so. I won't let go. You are my home.
Quando sono solo, sogno all'orizzonte, mancan le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su le finestre mostra il tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye, paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non esistono più, con te io li vivrò.
Quando sei lontano sogno l'orizzonte, mancan le parole. E io sì lo so che qui con me, tu mia luna, tu mi sei con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto esistono più. Adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò. Sul navi per mari, io lo so, no, non esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò. Su navi per mari, che io lo so, non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò.
Thanks to Dr. Andrew Briggs and your wife, Kristen Briggs, and our dear pianist. Now let's welcome our Associate Vice President for International Affairs, Dr. Stephen Allen, who is also the chairman of the advisory board of the Helen Foster Snow Cultural Center.
Good evening, friends. It is wonderful to see all of you out tonight, and we welcome you to the campus of Southern Utah University. I am honored to be able to make a few comments. We, in International Affairs, have a lot to be excited about this year, and one of those things is that we're celebrating 1 year of the Helen Foster Snow Cultural Center. Over a year ago, we put together a board, and if you are here, as I read your name, I'd love to have you stand so that we can recognize you. We have our president, Mindy Benson, Senator Evan Vickers, Adam Foster, the nephew of Helen Foster Snow, Craig Jones, Superintendent Lance Hatch, Mary Pearson, our vice president of Finance, and then our executive director, Wen O Young. We really appreciate the service of these individuals, and if we could join me in giving a round of applause, I'd appreciate it. I have the honor to be able to chair that board, and it is an honor to rub shoulders with such remarkable people that care deeply about the life of Helen Foster Snow. And I think if Helen were here tonight, she would be really tickled at the feelings of goodwill. Amongst this audience, we have families that host international students. Over the years, we've had hundreds of families that have hosted students from all over the world. This year alone, we've had over 75 families in one way or another hosting families. And these experiences are life-changing, hopefully for students to get to know members of Cedar City and to learn more about American culture, and hopefully for our wonderful hosts in Cedar City to get a glimpse and to get a sense of our students and the cultures and the beautiful traditions that they bring. And so I really appreciate such a wonderful community that we have that does so much to welcome our students and our scholars, and of course we're also thrilled that so many of our domestic students have the chance to study abroad and to have global experiences that help create understanding and goodwill. As a university, we have been growing our international population, and this year is our largest incoming class of international students in the history of the university. And this is going against the trends that are happening in the United States. Many universities are still recovering, and much of the world recovering from the pandemic, and a lot of enrollment had been lost as much of the world shut down. And so I feel really fortunate to work with so many talented people that are working online and around the world to tell people about Southern Utah University and our wonderful story. We also have students from 85 countries and territories, and we're really thrilled with that. We really appreciate the support that the Helen Foster Snow Cultural Center has. We are constantly trying to engage with the community to promote Asian cultures and diplomacy. And we are providing language instruction in our middle and high schools, and we love to see our students learn and develop other languages. We're fortunate in Utah that we value the acquisition of languages. And of course, we love and support Iron County School District and their Spanish and Chinese dual immersion programs that prepare our young people for a world that is changing and becoming ever smaller. Thank you for being here tonight. We have a wonderful program. I'll turn the time back over to Wen, and please feel free to, as you need to shift and move, or if you need to get to other obligations, we've designed this in a way that we hope that if you need to go, that in between performances or speeches that you feel comfortable to do that. Again, thank you again for being here, and Wen, we'll turn the time over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Stephen Allen. Cedar City is a wonderful city for people to live, and a wonderful city for us to stay here and study and work. So there are also a lot of talented people here. Today we are so honored to invite two sisters. They will play violin and flute for us. Abby? Memorial of Helen Foster Snow's contributions to China. In China, at Northwestern University, there is a Helen Foster Snow translation competition every year. So today we are so happy to welcome our two students. They were the winners of the Helen Foster Snow translation competition. Welcome them.
Star, are you shining just for me? City of star, there's so much that I can't see. Who knows? It's from the first embrace the shade and share with you.
They finally come true. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. They're in the bars and through the smoke screen of the crowded restaurant. It's love. Yes, all we're looking for is love from someone else.
A rush,
a glance,
a touch,
a dance, a look in somebody's eyes to light up the skies, to open the world and send a relay, a voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know just where I will go, 'cause all that I need is crazy feeling, a rat-tat-tat in my heart.
Think I wanted to stay. City of star, are you shining just for me? City of star,
you never shine so brightly.
And also, happy birthday to my roommate, Diego. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Diego.
Next will be a very special person. Her name is Ronek Afza. She is the first Bangladeshi student at SUU. Now let's welcome. The song she will sing is in Bangla. So I have a translation on the screen, and you can see what does it mean.
Hello? Hello? বাগিচায় বুলবুলি তুই ফুল শাখাতে দিশনে আজি দোল আজও তার ফুলকলিদের ঘুম টুটেনি তন্দ্রাতে বিলোল বাগিচায় বুলবুলি তুই ফুল শাখাতে দিশনে আজি দোল আজও তার ফুলকলিদের ঘুম টুটেনি তন্দ্রাতে বিলোল বাগিচায় বুলবুলি তুই ফুল শাখাতে দিশনে আজি দোল স্পর্শ সুখে ভাঙবে রে ঘুম রাঙবে রে কপল বাগিচায় বুলবুলি তুই ফুল শাখাতে দিশনে আজি দোল আজও তার ফুলকলিদের ঘুম টুটেনি তন্দ্রাতে বিলোল। থ্যাংক ইউ।
So far, does everyone enjoy? Utah is a very special state. I have never met so many people can speak Chinese in other states. But Utah is the one. So at our SUU, we have a faculty. His name is Kyler Thompson. He teaches communication at SUU, and also he works on a 2+2 program in communication major with Wuhan Polytech University. And we did a video for him, and then you will see what he said.
As global T-birds, we expand our wings to be able to embrace and celebrate cultural diversity. My name is Kyle Thompson. I am a full-time lecturer here in the Department of Communication at Southern Utah University. And I have loved learning about Chinese culture through practicing calligraphy. There is so much that goes into the process of preparing and writing and understanding these Chinese proverbs. When it comes to Chinese calligraphy, there are a lot of aspects that we may not consider right at the beginning. there's a lot of preparation that goes into calligraphy. I mean, you have the ink, water content, material, absorbency, the brush, and not only the material and size of the brush, how much the brush is going to bend, the number of characters and the size, how are they going to fit in this area, and is there the correct amount of spacing between characters and between parts of the characters. You're thinking about stroke order and stroke speed and the amount of ink that is on the brush. Okay, a lot of different aspects, a lot of different variables associated with calligraphy. Now, the most masterful calligraphers have practiced so well that they can simultaneously consider all of these different variables and bring them together to create something that is beautiful and aesthetically pleasing. Just as calligraphy has a lot of different variables and aspects, so too does communicating with somebody from a different culture. There are a lot of different aspects that we wouldn't think about on the surface level. The best intercultural communicators have practiced these to the point where they can provide space simultaneously for these different cultural aspects. Yeah, I love this Chinese proverb that I feel like encapsulates or captures this idea a little bit. 和而不同. And to me, what this means is there can be harmony even though there are differences. We can have diversity and unity at the same time. In fact, that's what's going to bring meaning and variety into our life. As we embrace and celebrate our cultural differences, we can maintain and hold on to our own cultural uniqueness. By expanding our circle to embrace other cultures, we are not saying that we need to become the same. What we're saying is we can provide space for a variety of different cultures and respect for cultures and celebrate differences and still have harmony and unity. And that's what we do here at SUU.
Mr. Thompson, could you please stand up, say hello to our guests? And as Dr. Stephen Allen already mentioned, we have a Chinese classes at Cedar High School and Canyonville High School. And we are very lucky to have a wonderful teacher, Yvonne Liao. She is from Taiwan, but she is also our Helen Foster Snow, the first visiting scholar. So we did a video about something she taught to students at the high school, and please enjoy it. Is that amazing? And we think about we probably can organize like Chinese essay writing competition in the future, and we can organize the essay writing competition winners and their parents to visit China and to learn through China. And we also talk about a program invited excellent Chinese students in elementary school education. They study 2 years in China, and then the rest of 2 years they come here to study at our SUU elementary education. Then those students, after they graduate, they can teach in our emerging school. So that's our future plan. And next, we welcome our SUU student choir, and they are the students of Dr. Andrew Briggs. You just listen to his singing, he and his wife singing. So totally 9 students, let's welcome.
Now I'm standing here with heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. When you believe, the hope is real, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve? When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. Nahita v'chastecha om zugata Ashira, Ashira, Ashira Ashira Adonai ki goga Ashira Adonai ki goga Miha mocha bailim Adonai Miha mocha nehedar b'kodesh Nahita v'chastecha Om zugata, nahita v'chastecha, Om zugata, Ashira, Ashira, Ashira. There can be miracles when you believe, The hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve? When you believe, somehow you will. Now you will. You will when you believe. When you believe.
The last two songs, one of them is Chinese, and also we have translation on the screen. The name is Slower Days in the Past. So it's a story like a senior people. He recalled when he was a child, he found the people are more honest at that time and more straightforward and more respect each other. So now a lot of things changed, especially in China after open door policy in 1979, promoted by Deng Xiaoping. So now let's enjoy our Chinese students singing Slower Days in the Past, and you can see the translation on the screen.
记得早先少年时，大家诚诚恳恳，说一句是一句。
清早上火车站，长街黑暗无行人，卖豆浆的小店冒着热气。
从前的日色变得慢，车马邮件都慢，一生只够爱一个人。
从前的锁也好看，钥匙精没有样子，你锁了，人家就懂了。
从前的日色变得慢，车马邮件都慢，一生只够爱一个人。
从前的锁也好看，钥匙精没有样子，你锁了，人家就懂了。
从前的日色变得慢，车马邮件都慢，一生只够爱一个人。从前的锁也好看，钥匙精没有样子，你锁了，人家就懂了。
记得从前少年时，大家诚诚恳恳，说一句是一句。
in this river that I've been washing my head in forever. And the world is a hole in this water, but I can bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get to change to free the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. There ain't no room for a thing to change, but we are both so deeply stuck in our way. You can't deny how hard life would try. I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I gave up. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get to change to free the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do, and so go easy on me. I had good tension and I let it so, but now I know it's probably won't even show. Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child and didn't get to change to free the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Three Chinese students, and this gentleman just singing "Easy on Me." His major is English, and the girl's major is archaeology, and another gentleman's major is philosophy. Neither of them in music. Well, thanks for everyone being here with us for a very wonderful night. And I wish you enjoy the performance. Let's give our big applause to our performers again. Well, we hope to see you next year again. And have a good night. Safe driving.